Welcome to this early access look at a new map being submitted to Giants soon by GB Modding. Come along with me, MrSealyp. Welcome to Little Norton. This is a map in progress, a work in progress. This is going to be submitted to Giants fairly soon. This is an early access video. I'm going to put this right out there now. This is being recorded on PC because I can't get early access to get maps and stuff on console for obvious reasons on PlayStation. GB Modding, who is the map maker, asked me a while back, said they were making a map, would I be interested in looking at it when it was done, and I said absolutely, no problem at all. And that was sent to me last night, so we're on here having a look at it. I have sent GB Modding a message to ask whether or not this is going to be submitted for console as well. At the moment I don't know for definite, but I'll have a look around anyway, because you know it's a new map and this is my first foray into kind of early access. I haven't really had the opportunity to do this before. I hope the recording level's okay. I hope the sound's okay in the picture, because again this is all fairly new for me. But anyway, so Little Norton. This is a new map, or it will be a new map, and it's got some really nice features on this. I like it. Considering this is GB Modding's first map, done a pretty good job, I have to say. Very impressive. So, where do we start on the map, and what do we start with? I am on New Farmer. I always do my map tours on New Farmer. This is the map. This is where we start, up here. We start outside the pub, the back of the pub. It's never good when you wake up outside a pub early in the morning. Never good. But it's a nice looking map. Lots of forestry available. There, like I say, there are some really nice features on this. Let's get that cursor out of the way. There are, yeah, some very nice features on this map. If I click on that, we start with, on New Farmer, these plots down here. So we start with 38, 39, 40 and 41. This is the main farm with your sleep through the night trigger, with cows, and you've got your silo there. We've got a few sell points. Biogas plant is here on the map. What is it going to cost you? 35,196. That's fantastic for biogas. I've always said before, I don't like it when you have to spend a fortune to start making money by doing stuff at the biogas. I just think that's kind of counterproductive in a way, but I know people argue both ways. We've also got, I love this, custard factory milk and water. I mean, they're sell points. You can't actually make custard, but it's nice. It's something a little bit different. We have got a couple of stables in essence, one here, and we've got like a riding trekking place, like pony trekking. Again, we'll have a look at that in a little while. So some really nice touches done on this map. Field prices are pretty good, and they range from fairly small. Let's find a small one. Field 11 for 49 grand, field 10 for 38 grand, up to field 8 for 302, field 25 for 372. Forestry is broken up into chunks as well, so you'd have to buy the whole thing to do forestry, which again I like. That's a nice feature on a map. Nicely done. So that's where we start. On New Farmer, machinery we start with, get the right one here, let's go into garage. So on New Farmer we've got Massey Ferguson 5610, we've got a Fiat 1300, JCB Fast Track. That's an interesting one to start with. You don't often start maps with a JCB. We've got Massey Ferguson Activa Harvester, we've got an L218 skid steer loader, pickup, header for the harvester, trailer, plough, cultivator, seeder. But we do start with some spraying equipment, muck spreader, mowers, windrower, baler, bale trailer. So there's a fair bit of equipment we start off with, which is quite handy. We start off with the grain silo, sheep water tank, and the farmhouse doormat. Now the farmhouse doormat, and these two here both say mod. Now these are the modded bits that are available to us. There are no other mods available. If we scroll across, if we look in animal pens are all standard in game. Silos, decoration, I think it's pretty much all the same. Sheds are the same. The only difference is we've got a modded doormat. So that is at the main farm at the moment, but you can place that anywhere you want if you want to. Now, if you start on Farm Manager or start from scratch, let's go back to the garage. The only thing you start with are these two. You don't start with any of this. So on Farm Manager or start from scratch, you don't start with anything. Now, there's absolutely no way I can talk about slot counts for console, because one, I don't know if it's coming to console, and two, because I'm on PC at the moment, there is no slot count. There is nothing on there to show you or talk about. So let's have a look round, shall we? Like I say, we start at the back of the pub. It's an interesting one, and I could also take advantage of some of the things available on PC, which is really nice. So at the Old Oak, kind of northeast on the map, there are some fields and bits that way. Now, we don't own the sheep farm here, but the sheep farm is also up here, and this is a brilliant, I love this as a feature. Depends what thumbnail I end up using. We've got a couple of little, well, cattle grids, livestock grids, and the sheep pasture is split between this side and that side, and the sheep actually go between the two. It's brilliant. And the traffic, for the most part, does try and stop when there is something, when there's a sheep going across there, or some sheep going across there. But that's a nice feature. I like that a lot. Obviously, these plots of land need to be bought if you're going to be using them. Well, I say if you're going to be using them, I did manage to place a couple of sheep in here, or buy a couple of sheep, without owning it, but the land will need to be purchased. So what are we going to do map-wise? Well, I'm going to try, he says, I'm going to do a kind of clockwise route round. We're going to come down the map, we're going to come in a little bit and then round. I'm going to try and take in everything and show you some of the features that are on this, because like I say, I think it's great. It really is really cool. So what I'm going to do now is take advantage, like I say, of a couple of little features. There are no custom crops, I thought I'd mention that. Contracts are available. That's always nice to know. If I just do that on my control panel, I can speed up a little bit. So let's whiz down towards the biogas plant and another sell point. But before we get there, on our left, we got another farmyard, and there are a few farmyards knocking about the map. Again, that's another feature that I really like. If we go back into the map here, we've got one up the top there. We just put the sheep there. We've got this one here, which has got a silo. It's got a fuel point. I think it's got a workshop as well. We'll have a look at that as well. We've got the main farm here, chickens, and we've got one here. There's another one down here. So there are a few options. If you don't want your home plate to be here, you can move the doormat, get rid of it, and put your doormat somewhere else. You know, again, nice detail, nice touch. I like that. So we've got a workshop trigger here at this little farmyard. And the yards are all nicely split. They're not kind of identical. They're all laid out slightly differently. Plenty of shelter space, plenty of barn space. Really cool. We do have the hot air balloon, always a nice feature. There's always something about that. I don't know why. Just gradually moving around the map, it kind of makes it a little bit more relaxing and sedate. It slows the whole world down a little bit. I like that. He says, running along at 90 miles an hour. So, here we come to the first of our sell points. This is Little Norton Grain Mill. Nice sign, nicely made. No blur. It's, you know, it's touches like, say, this is GB Modding's first map. It's a quality effort, I have to say. I say effort's the wrong word. That makes it sound really patronising. You know what I mean? There you go. That's just there. So that's the grain mill sell point. Now what I'm going to do is take a slight detour before we get to the biogas plant, because I'm going to take us up to the main farm and then we're going to grab and grab a tractor. We might do. I think that's the beauty of being able to do this on PC as well, is because I don't need to get into a vehicle to drive around the map. I can do it on foot, which does make life a little bit easier. So what we'll do is we'll whiz up the little lane here. So we're heading into the map now, a little bit further in. Texturing's great, detailing's brilliant. There's enough detail that it looks nice. It's not overly cluttered. Yeah, I like it. This side would be great. So, come in here. This is our farmhouse, and that's the doormat. I love that with the tractor on the doormat. Nice detail. We can go into the house. We can go into the living room. We can go upstairs into the bedroom, but the sleep trigger is actually here at the front door. So I press L. Oh, I say L3. I'm just used to my PlayStation controller, but I've got an Xbox controller plugged into my PC. So there you go. That's your sleep point there. Let's close the door, but you can go into the house. If we go, this actually does open as well, so if you want to park a pickup or something in there. Very cool. We can go under the archway and we're into the yard. So again, more buildings, another workshop. Just here we've got our cows with our various different triggers for feed, water, etc. Our buy, sell, load or unload trigger. It's just here. Nice big open pasture. That's our silo. Putting in, taking out. Inside the barn here we've got a few of our implements that we start off with. We've got the JCB tucked in here with our grasswork equipment, I guess, yeah, mower, windrower and our baler. Skid steer loader tucked around here. Lights, I believe. Very cool. Various bits of equipment knocking about. But the other details I like about this is it's not... It kind of gives you a fairly realistic feel in the fact that the farmyard is kind of split between lanes. It's split, you know, as you would kind of expect a farm to grow over time. A farm that would start off with maybe a farmhouse and a building and then gradually expand over time. The lanes and tracks have been here a long time and it just kind of expands from there. The rest of the machinery is the other side of this little track here. Now a lot of this does require work, so if we go into this menu here and we scroll across, look at the machinery, we do have some hours and stuff on some of these. What you'll notice is the Fiat 1300 down there says 784 hours. Which is mad. You've got some machinery there that does need some work. The RAL Polymag, the Fiat definitely needs some attention. You've got a few bits there on 89%, 79%, 39% of JCB Fast Track needs some work. And that's another feature I do like. It kind of gives you the feel that when you come onto the map that it's a working farm. You're not coming onto a brand spanking new, everything's all fancy. It's you're kind of taking over a farm that's been in use kind of thing, you know. I like that. Nice feature. I just thought I'd mention it. And the harvester's round here. Well, the header's there. Hang on. Am I missing something? Of course I thought that was the wall. There we go, our harvester's in there. I was thinking, hang on a minute, where's the door? Right there. So that Fiat is, let's go down this track here. And this is again, nice touch, nice little detail. Let's open the gate. Look, tucked in here again, in amongst the bushes. So you get that feeling it's been on the farm a long time. It's been just left. Needs a lot of work, a lot of care. Nice feature, nice touch. Very cool. If you make Let's Plays or you play the game and you like to be immersive and give yourself storylines and things to make it more immersive. That does the job. Absolutely does the job really, really well. Okay, so what we're going to do is very quickly cross the road, up into here. Let's open the gate. We've got our chickens. Buy, sell, just there. You can't load or unload them. Feed triggers there, and our eggs are just here. Now what I'm going to do is head back out to the main road. So we're going to head back the way we came, because there's a couple of things I want to show you down there, and then we'll head along to the next of the sell points. So, down the left here, as we turn off this little side turning, we've got a fuel station just there. We've got a couple of silos off to the right, so this is a biogas plant is just here, so we're now heading east-ish, kind of east. So the bunker silos to the biogas plant this side of the road, again, nice feature, I like that. And then this side of the road we've got the biogas plant. Another nice touch as well I like is you've got a grass field open here, so if you do buy the biogas plant and you want to get into it fairly quickly, you can just cut the grass, put the grass across the road into the silos, compact it, ferment it, and you've already got silage. I like that. Again, I'm probably going to say that a lot because I really do like this map. It's good. And your digestate tank is just over there. That's your biogas plant. So as we head down now into the southeast corner of the map, again, for kind of let's play, storytelling, narrative, again, I like this. We've got a building site. The building site is off the end of this dual carriageway. Again, fantastic. So we've got a dual carriageway here. I like the fact it's coned off here, kind of warning you that you're coming off here, and they're extending the dual carriageway off across the countryside. So they're putting this all in. But again, look at this. Bit of sound, bit of detail, just all adds to it. And you can see they've cleared the land. Dual carriageway is going to head off in that direction. Brilliant. The road comes off of here straight down into the woodland. Nice topography, nice undulations, nice detailing. I like the fact you've got a dip down the bottom and the water's pooled in the bottom, which you would expect. And then we've got the dual carriageway, which runs pretty much across the bottom of the map. If we open up this and go like so, we've come all the way down here, and we've come into the main farm up to the chickens there, then we came back out biogas plant and went out the dual carriageway. So what we're going to do is whizzle on the dual carriageway to here, then I'm going to cut in, we'll do these bits here, this bit here, and we'll kind of, because once you've seen a bit of the dual carriageway will continue on, but then we've got a few bits we can look at as we move in there. If I don't get run over first, of course. So, as we come to this bit here, and I said I would cut off the dual carriageway a bit early, we come in here, there's a little track and a turning just off to the side here. We can follow this along and that will take us back round to the south side of the main farm, but we've got another one of these little farmyards just here, some buildings, little silo and stuff like that. So if you wanted to start your farm here, or or just have it as an extension, you absolutely can. I think I've missed the one I want. I'm going to go to the next track up. I wanted to show you that. Right, so that's our farm over there. So we've kind of done a loop all the way around to the bottom, but I wanted to show you the building site and the dual carriageway. So, turning in here, we've got a horse paddock, and we've got the pigs. So again, another farm section just here. See, details like this you don't get very often. You know, you get gates or you don't get gates, but this kind of broken stone wall with the gate put to one side, so the space is open, but the gate used to be there. Nice touch. Nice touch. So if we come round to, yeah, it's here, just here, L3, not L3, sorry, so used to my PlayStation controller. This is your horse paddock just here, troughs down the bottom there, but for buy, sell, load or unload of our horses, you can do it here. If we carry on around, fuel. Now these fuel triggers, I tried one, where was I to do the other one? Can't remember now, and it wouldn't. There was no fuel in it. It was at the main farm. There was no fuel. You had to put fuel in it, so it's a fuel storage tank, not a kind of buy point, which I like. And I like the fact that each farm area's got slightly different buildings, slightly different barns. Again, it's not that kind of just plonked down. There you go. Here's your farm kind of thing. So pigs just here. Nicely integrated into the map as well. So let's continue. We're going to come out into the lane, we're going to follow the road up, and we're going to head up towards the garden centre. But before we do, down here, some more barn space and building space. Again, you can buy it when you want. Now, GB Modding did say to me, when it gets submitted to Giants, they're almost convinced it's going to fail first time. Because it's the first time of making a map and that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know the intricacies of XML files. I don't know the intricacies of modding or map making because I'm not a modder or a map maker. So there could be all sorts of underlying things that could cause it to fail. It could be pinged back for all sorts of stuff. But I have to say, and I'm going to say it again, it's a real quality map. There may be a few little niggly bits, and as I'm going around you may see things and think, well, yeah, to be fair, but there's this and there's that. Fair enough, but I'll be honest, I have seen worse. I've seen, you know, I'm liking it, and I've gone round. I've done a lot of map tours, but this is good. So this is the garden centre now. At the garden centre, we've got some sell points. I wonder if we have some buy points here, but we've got water one there that says fill levels at 0. We've got manure and we've got a digestate one just here. Now, weirdly, I'm a little bit puzzled by this. We've got the hazard marked area, and this is why I thought maybe this was a buy point, but I bought over the muck spreader and a trailer and it wouldn't let me load anything into this. If we go into our menu and look at the actual sell points themselves, and we go down to the garden centre, which is just there. If I scroll across and we get towards the end, you've got your slurry and digestate, which is showing a price for, but it's not showing a price for manure. So I mean, yeah, I'm not sure with that, whether that is supposed to have a price for it or not. It could just be, again, it could be just something missing. Like I say, this hasn't been submitted yet. This is still a work in progress. So there may be some things that need to be added, but we shall see. So that's the garden centre. When you come in with a vehicle that does open, I'm on foot, so it won't. Heading north, and we're kind of over on the western side of the map now. So we've got sign for quality timber. Also got this as well, wood farm trekking centre. So this is the pony trekking thing I was talking about. We'll have a look at that first on the way in. So this is a second of a kind of horse stables, horse enclosures, if you want to go down that route. And we've got this here, so you can buy, sell, load or unload. You can have your horses in here. Feed triggers and things are here. But if we go off here, you can see on the map you've got this kind of trackway. So you can, when you want to exercise your horses, rather than just that kind of going round and round. And I know on PC you can use the horse helper mod and those kind of things, but if you do want to exercise your horses, you've got this track that goes round, and as you go around the track, every so often you get little jumps, he says, and then not finding one. But they are about. Did I go the wrong way? Possibly, but where's the track? I did find one when I first, there we go. So around the thing you can go round and you can, you know, it just makes it a little bit more interesting when you're exercising your horses. Another nice feature. So that's the pony tracking centre. Come back out of here. Close gate. I'm going to head down to the next of the sell points. Which is here. Another nice feature. Little Norton Industrial Estate. It's fantastic. It is so well done. So round to the sides here, we've got the sawmill. Cement factory, nice. So you've got a sawmill. I like that on the building, that's cool. Lumber and wood chip points are just over here. We go back around the industrial estate. Cozy wall. So the spinnery sell point is just here. Then we've got sweet potato sell point just here. And then further round we've got the co-op with the sell point just there. So 4 sell points all within this industrial estate, and it feels like an industrial estate. It's nicely done. So back up onto the main road, and we're going to be heading kind of northish, northeast-ish as the road bends round, up towards the roundabout. I like this little football pitch to the side, little footpath that leads up to the other side of the road. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. So, supermarket sell point is around the back here. I think just the right smattering of vehicles as well at sell points and various different places. Again, not too overcrowded, not too much, but just enough to make the map feel lived in, to make it feel like a real place. Another petrol station just here. Scary, those prices actually aren't that far wrong. Diesel, so expensive. Anyway, what we'll do now, let's take a left at the roundabout and we're going to head up the hill. We look in the mini-map at the bottom left. We are heading up the hill. Straight into a lamppost, very helpful. And we come to Grain Co. Another sell point just tucked up the top here. And then we've got our store, a John Deere dealership. And there are some quality features. Now, it may well be these you've come across these on other PC maps and stuff before, being a console player. I say we're limited. Somebody asked me the other day, are we going to get any new maps on console? And I went on and counted. We've got 75 maps on console at the moment. 75. Farming Simulator 15, we had 3. We've come a long way. I'm sure we only had 50 something on FS19. I'm sure we did. Anyway, where are we? Where is it? Over here. This is what I want to show you first of all. This. You've got the plinth here with the tractor on, but you've got the... Look at that. I love that. The details of the vehicle up on the plinth, how much it will cost. Fantastic feature. We've got the workshop trigger around here, which is here, but you can take vehicles into the workshop if you want to. The trigger is here to get the stuff done, but you can take stuff if you want to go down that route of a kind of, you know, a more immersive let's play style gameplay. But another nice feature I want to show you, we have got a door here I think opens to come into the workshop from the store, but if we go into the store this way round, open the door, we come into the store here, you've got your counter here, but I love this window through so you can watch, you know, stuff being repaired and worked on. Another fantastic feature. I didn't make the wall again unfortunately. Never mind. Head held low. Right, let's close that. And that's your store. I'm going to head back to the roundabout now. And here we are, back at the store. Now, where do we need to go for this one? I think we need to take... That's the road we came up. No, that's the road we came up. This road here takes you back down and end up going back past the main farm. So that takes us across the middle of the map back to the main farm. Here we've got little Norton livestock auctioneers. That's cool. Is that the barn sale point? That could be the livestock market one. Let's just check. Don't want to miss one out. So we are now at the roundabout. Yeah, so that road there, we came up this one and up to the store. This one here runs all the way back down and runs, kind of bifurcates the farm there with the chickens and the main farm. We are here, yeah, livestock market. So you've got the livestock market sell point just here, and then you've actually got your livestock trigger. I think that one's lime, isn't it? I've lost it. Where is it? Just here. Actually, kind of animal dealership trigger. Livestock auctioneers. Couple more silos. Sell point. I'm assuming they're sell points. Let's say. I did try, but you know, we'll see. Back out onto the main road, and we've got the last couple of sell points. The custard factory. So, turning in here. We've got custard factory, milk and water. Is this one here. And then we got, I think it's that way around. And then we got custard factory sell point just here. And they take different things. So again, if we go into the menu and go across one. If we go to custard factory and scroll back. The custard factory will take eggs, sugar cane, sugar beet, so the sweet stuff for kind of the custard production part of it, and then obviously the factory, custard factory milk and water, takes the milk and water. So you sell them at two different sell points here, but everything combined then goes to making custard within the factory. Brilliant, brilliant touch. And that, I think, is pretty much it. There are a lot of these little roads that end up turning into lanes that crisscross the map, giving you access all around the place without having to do big loops around and stuff. The hedges do have collisions. Oh, that was something I was going to check, and I've been looking into this menu over and over, and I didn't think to actually check. Yes, on New Farmer we do start with things in the silo already, but that does say 950,000 litre capacity, doesn't it? That's a lot of capacity. So, I'm pretty sure we're done. Because if I head up to the top here and follow this road eastward, that will take us back to where we started, the pub and the little sheep farm. If you go north up this little track, there's a little track just here. Where are we? You can follow this all the way up. There's another little farmyard area up the top of the map. Again, a little plot you can buy. You can just see it over there, that you can buy. So it does give you a lot of options for where you place stuff and where you start. But that's it. That's Little Norton by GB Modding. I really am hoping, fingers crossed, this does come to console, because it's a nice map, and I really do hope this passes first time with Giants when it gets submitted, because it's cool. It's a cool map. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look round. I'm super excited and really happy that I kind of got the chance to do this. So thank you, GB Modding, for sending it to me. It's, you know, like I say, this is my first foray. I know a lot of modders and YouTubers and stuff, or YouTubers, get the opportunity to do this quite a lot. This is my first foray into it, but again, using something that I haven't really had access to on console before. Let's just have a bit of a swing up and a swing round. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.